What improvised moments were kept in Squid Game? In this video, the top unscripted scenes by the Squid Game cast that you may not know about. The slap scene in the train station. This iconic scene introduces the recruiter played by Gong, who challenges Ji-hun portrayed by Jung-jae to play a dokji game in the subway station. Every time Ji-hun loses, the recruiter slaps him, creating a mix of tension and dark humor. Before filming, Gong warned Jung-jae that he would only give light slaps during the scene, but Jung-jae had a different perspective. Knowing the director would want the scene to feel dynamic and authentic, Lee encouraged Gong to slap him for real, despite the discomfort it would cause. The result was slaps so realistic and painful that they added an intense layer of authenticity to the scene. In an interview, Jung-jae shared, "He slapped me many times that day." Gong-yu's commitment, combined with Lee's varied reactions ranging from shock and embarrassment to frustration, enhanced the scene, making it one of the most memorable moments in the series. And did you know that Lee Jung-jae is actually bad at playing dokji? He revealed that it required him more strength than skill to finally flip the tiles for real. So Ji-hun's desire to flip titles were nothing else as real emotions of the actor. Let's move to the next scene, Kang Si-byuk emotional breakdown. In episode 6 of Squid Game, during the marble game, Kang Si-byuk, played by Ho-yeon, shares an emotional conversation with Ji-young played by Lee Yumi, revealing her dreams and the struggle she faces for her family. This deeply touching scene is one of the most heart-wrenching moments in the series, and part of its emotional power comes from Ho-yeon's unscripted tears. In a behind-the-scenes interview, Ho-yeon shared that her tears were the result of her deep connection with the character. She became so immersed in Si-byuk's story and pain that her emotions overwhelmed her naturally during filming. The director Hwang Dong-hyuk noticed the raw emotion and encouraged her to continue, as it added an incredible layer of authenticity to the scene. Ho-yeon admitted that the depth of Si-byuk's struggle stayed with her even when the cameras weren't rolling. Her connection to the character's hardship was so strong that she struggled to stop crying and needed a moment to collect herself after filming. But there is one more scene that became viral before even was revealed by actors of Squid Game cast. Ji-hun and Si-byuk's coffee cup moment. In episode 1 of Squid Game, Ji-hun and Si-byuk have an unexpected encounter even before entering the deadly competition. While Ji-hun is running for his life from loan sharks, he accidentally bumps into Si-byuk, who is holding a cup of coffee. Despite his urgency, Ji-hun pauses to apologize and picks up her fallen cup. What follows next became one of the most memorable improvised moments in the series. Jung-jae revealed that he was only supposed to return the cup to Si-byuk, but he decided to ad-lib by attempting to put the straw back in. His fumbling effort added a touch of humor to an otherwise tense moment. Ho-yeon portrayed Si-byuk couldn't contain her laughter and had to lower her head to stay in character. Observant viewers might notice her shoulders shaking, proof of her stifled giggles. Jung-jae shared that typically he would just pick it up and hand the coffee cup to her, but he noticed the straw on the ground, so improvised and tried to stick the straw back into the cup. The actor tried to do it multiple times, that made Ho-yeon crack up so hard that she couldn't lift her head. The director loved the authenticity of the moment, as it added an unexpected layer of lightness to the scene and showcased Ji-hun's awkward yet kind nature. He shared that it would be a waste to not include this terrific scene into the final version. This improvised action became a fan-favorite detail and highlighted the chemistry between the two actors. Be sure to add in the comments any other improvised scenes from Season 1 that were left out of this video. But now let's move on to Season 2. Even though Squid Game Season 2 was recently released on Netflix, we already know about a few improvised scenes by the Squid Game cast. Lee Byung-hun's intense slaps during the six-leg race. During the filming of a six-legged race challenge in Squid Game Season 2, actor Lee Byung-hun, known for his role as the front man or player 001, displayed an extraordinary level of commitment to his performance. In the scene, where players had to synchronize perfectly in teams and nail every small game to win the challenge, Byung-hun's character was tasked with spinning a toy. According to the plan, his character was supposed to fail the task, become angry, and lose control, leading him to slap himself in frustration. While the reaction was scripted, the intensity of the slaps was not. Dedicated to the scene, Byung-hun began slapping himself with such force that it left his cheek red, requiring makeup touch-ups. The director later expressed concern about not being able to reshoot the scene multiple times due to the actor's powerful slaps and the resulting redness on his face. But here is a fact that surprised many fans. A popular rumor on the internet suggests that Thanos, portrayed by Choi Seung-hyun in Squid Game Season 2, had no script and improvised all his scenes. Although this is unlikely for a production of such scale, it is believed that the actor followed a scripted dialogue while improvising many of the character's movements. Fans have pointed out similarities between Thanos and Seung-hyun, widely known by his stage name Top. Many believe that the character draws inspiration from Koi's artistic background. One standout moment is Thanos' signature heart with fingers gesture, which Jung-jae reportedly adapted from his fan interactions during concerts and seamlessly incorporated into the character's persona. Additionally, some dance-like movements during tense sequences were reportedly improvised, showcasing Thanos' natural rhythm and creativity. The director, impressed by how these unscripted elements added depth to the character, chose to keep them in the final cut. And what facts do you know that were missed in this video? Share your thoughts in the comments.